This is CNN being completely shocked that the GOP is
is winning.
It's moving toward Trump. Like it's the Trump endorsed people. It's pretty funny because they're
joining me now is CNN senior.
By the way,
this is nuts.
This is like this is like CNN's Ben Shapiro. This guy talks like Ben Shapiro.
Oh my god, that's what I was gonna say. He sounds like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah.
Is he wearing a bow tie or is that just like a red? No, that's the N. Okay, I'm like, what is that? Like,
His impressions way better than yours, Jack. You got to work on your impressions.
Oh my god.
Data reporter Harriet and Harry. I think the marquee race last night was in South Carolina.
What the fuck? He does look like Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, I know.
It is Ben Shapiro.
It's CNN.
He's a double agent.
Ben Shapiro. Hashtag tiny hat Ben Shapiro.
Hashtag they own all the media.
Hashtag only 90% of it.
You know what I'm talking about. John Archer would love this.
Happened to this Republican who voted to impeach Donald Trump.
Yeah, looking to see what exactly would happen. And here's what happened. Look, it's not just
look at that. So if you guys don't,
here's what happened. Everybody else got fucked.
If you guys don't remember,
pretty much.
So Tom Rice he's the incumbent. He was the guy who voted to impeach Trump.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
The people he was a Republican who voted to impeach Trump. The people that have voted to impeach Trump got thrashed in their primaries.
Hard.
Wow,
Like,
incredible.
Every single one.
Yeah, and then the others retired pretty much. But look at this 51% to 24%. Like that's
It's not even close.
That's an ass beating of epic proportions right there. Like that's
pretty
brutal.
good.
That's a mandate. That's a mandate.
Yeah.
The Tom Rice got roofied by Russell Fry. Like that's what happened here. Zero resistance was put up.
South Kakalaki.
Tom Rice, the incumbent, got defeated by Russell Fry. I want you to take a look at the vote percentage that Tom Rice got. Look at this.
Oh my good God. I really hate when people do that.
He's horrible.
Like the TV people, they're just like, I'm going to circle this because you're clearly not capable of reading the number on the screen. It's like,
Well, he's so much smarter than we are, so he's got to break it down for us,
dear
right?
God.
He's
Fuck
got
this
a very
guy.
expensive education, so I mean, clearly he knows more
That's
than
true. He went to journalism school at Let's Go Fuck the Normal People University.
No
My Daddy paid his way. I mean,
Yeah, pretty much.
My opinion, the only way these graphics work are in like sports. Like this is so shitty for news and commentary.
Yeah,
like,
in sports they do work.
Horrible.
Like if you're
It's
breaking
airport
down
news.
a play. Yeah, that's it.
At 24.7% of the vote. He got less than 25% of the vote. This is an incumbent, a sitting member of Congress.
Yeah, we know what incumbent.
That's so shocked by it.
God.
Come on.
Jesus.
Put on a tie and shut up. Just
like,
let
how
them
many
speak
people are
themselves.
that surprised by this outcome?
No,
You know
one-
what this
no one's
is?
surprised.
They're trying to like deify like the state and the Congress right now. They're trying to make this like a holier than thou institution. And like even at these protests, you're seeing like at these like gun control protests, like these protesters are often like, oh, we gotta send a mandate to our legislatures while doing like anything to themselves. They already elevated these people to like some kind of thing.
God
So
status.
Well, no, here's what's happened. Here's what's happened. The Trump derangement syndrome people, like the people that have a hard case of DNS, they're exhausted. Everyone that's on the far left are realizing all the mistakes that they've made. They're realizing that their injuries to shit of a vaccine. They're realizing that all the decisions that they've made have resulted in worse living conditions for them and their families and everyone around. They're realizing like, oops, we messed up, right? And they're exhausted. So they don't want to go vote because they're all disenfranchised and they're upset. So the only people that are really still fired up are the people that are still angry about how they've been put into a corner and painted to be this enemy of the state, like these evil like people. So of course they're going to come out in droves. So this is exactly what you're going to see coming up in the upcoming elections. You're going to see this over and over and over again because the only people who have the butt, hear my brain, the wherewithal, the buttresses, like the going to the mattresses, like to go vote, are going to be people that feel disenfranchised, that are angry. Anger is the only thing that's really promoting anybody to do anything. That's how Trump lost the last time. If you don't believe the election was meddled with, it was anger that promoted Biden, that made Biden like win. So this is anger voting. People are voting because they're mad,
There's
not
that,
because.
And then there's the economy, but that plays into
It's the economy,
voting.
stupid.
it's the economy. Yeah.
The economy's stupid. Yeah.
The economy's not helping at all. Agreed.
And I think this gives you a good idea of where Republican voters are standing. When you go against Donald Trump, especially on impeachment, oh my goodness gracious, the best you can do is a quarter. This
Oh my
is
goodness,
nuts.
gracious.
Oh my goodness gracious, guys.
Hey, oh my god.
Oh my lord.
You
I can't
never-
He doesn't
handle
even
it.
put on a,
Very
this man
rarely.
doesn't even put on a tie to go to work. Fuck off. Put on a tie.
You very rarely see an incumbent just being able to pull a quarter of the primary vote. My goodness gracious.
Yeah, it's the margin here that's significant. And just to go
Goodness
off the board for a
gracious,
second,
guys.
Liz Cheney is facing primary voters in Wyoming in August. So this does not necessarily bode well for her.
Oh, I would think not. And we'll cover that as the race sort of unfolds out in Wyoming. But I will say,
Oh my god, I'm just like...
It's Liz Cheney.
Yeah, Liz Cheney's gonna get crushed.
She's fucked.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
They're
she's
all gonna get
done
crushed.
for.
Don't you guys get it?
That's gonna
a
be
bloodbath.
that's gonna be a really easy state for them to meddle in, though. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That doesn't happen, Marauder.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, well, I'm on the wrong show.
You know you're on the wrong platform, is what you're
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, Liz Cheney. I can't
Right
believe
show,
she's
wrong
relevant.
platform.
I remember
Goodness
her.
gracious.
I remember her growing up and then like planting this seed really, really early on. Like, wasn't she
Deep
in
in
the
your
military or something?
Hey,
No,
you know.
Sorry.
continue on.
Holy fuck,
Whatever.
Howard.
that this
Yeah,
I would
fuck you,
say,
Howard.
is a major warning sign to Cheney in the state of Wyoming, which of course is a state that is even redder than any,
Fucking Liz
basically
Cheney.
any other.
Oh, dude, yeah, Cheney is just gonna get like bent over in Wyoming. It's nothing.
The only
else could
reason that
possibly
she
happen.
ever had a shot was because of her father.
Yeah,
Usually
those-
that's how it works.
Those ties run so deep, though. I can't believe the Cheney legacy is gonna die with Liz.
Zip tie.
I can't
Dude,
believe
the
that.
picture is not wearing one.
you know, people.
Oh my
the
God.
Republicans.
Work.
The Republicans loved Dick Cheney because it's a very deeply held belief within the Republican Party. You should get to shoot people whenever the fuck you want. So
Yeah, even if it's your friend when you're hunting deer.
yeah, you should. You deserve the right to shoot whoever.
You should be
want,
able to
whenever
drive
you
a
want.
woman home from a party and wreck your car and drown her and it not be a problem.
No, that's Ted. That's Ted.
Doesn't matter.
That's
Kennedy.
Ted Kennedy, yeah.
Oh,
They're all
God.
above the law. It doesn't matter which side they're on.
But you also got to remember that Dick Cheney was the former CEO of Halliburton. So, like, Liz Cheney
That's correct.
continuing on her legacy equals more war. Either
Yeah,
way.
that's true.
All right, let's look at some of the other races last night. In South Carolina, there was another.
What races? White, black?
It's South Carolina. So
South Carolina,
it's pretty
dude,
high.
we're all worried about the blacks.
What about
Pretty equal here.
what about the Latinx?
That
we
does
don't
not
I'm worried about the
exist.
pinks. I'm just worried about the pinks.
Jack,
Saying.
don't trigger me.
I do that. I do that would
Oh.
trigger you. The Latinxes. I heard you on your stream bitching about it
It's
yesterday.
pronounced Latinx.
It's
Also,
fucking stupid.
I just want everybody who's listening to know that Mexico and Puerto Rico are the same country.
Puerto Ricans are the most privileged of Latino Americans. They don't even know it. That's what they come here and fucking get elected to Congress right away, like AOC and her.
No, she went to Standing Rock, so I mean she knows.
Oh yeah, well, how
culture.
dare you call her a Puerto Rican when
Standing
she's a
Rock.
Native American? What are you talking
Oh yeah.
about?
Yep.
AOC.
Yep.
She's a Native American now.
Yeah, that's what she's
That's what she
claiming now,
says.
That-
She's
that's-
pulling an
Are you
Elizabeth
fucking
Warren.
That's
you
what
guys?
she said.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't even.
Where are the fact checkers now? That's what I want to
There
know.
aren't any. They've all quit their jobs or been fired.
So we all
depending on
know-
COVID.
We all know that she like basically passed an audition to become a candidate
Yep.
for office, right? We could all accept
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. That's.
We both know. We all know
That's
she got
good.
hired for her tits.
I can't wait for the sex tape.
Oh my god.
I'm
Even
still
Did
waiting
not
for
exactly go Trump's way.
No, it didn't go exactly Trump's way. Look, Nancy Mace did not vote to impeach Donald Trump. She was critical of him at times. She did vote to certify
Nancy
the election.
Mace.
But again,
Yeah, she
this
murdered
is
it.
not exactly a very strong.
Yeah, I mean it's not like a huge win though. Katie Arrington.
Actually, there's a lot of people that were giving me like shit when I would talk about, and not like necessarily like on YouTube, but in like Twitter spaces and stuff when I go into rooms and we were talking about politics, and everyone's like, no one's really heard anything from Nancy Mace. Nancy Mace is not going to be like people that are Republicans that like work, that claim, to work for like the Republican National Convention and people like that. Those people were like, oh, well, Nancy Mace isn't going to do well, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? Watch. She's going to do great because she's got local support. People don't understand that because they're not from here. They don't understand like local. They think they know everything because they got, again, these educations that think that they know things because there's just as many assholes in the RNC as there are in the Democratic National Party. They're assholes everywhere. And there are people that feel entitled because of their educational, background to think they know more than the people. And the problem with this is the fact that the people are going to astound us. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be a bloodbath come November.
I sure hope so.
Strong vote total for a sitting member of Congress. I mean, yes, much better for her than for Tom Rice, but the fact
both of these guys sound like they have bees up their nose. Like,
maybe they do.
Or dicks up their ass.
Maybe it's the new sex drug that's going on in like wherever they live, DC or New York, wherever CNN sells their handbag.
It reminds me of that book, The Lorax by Dr. Seuss, where he's like the Onceler talks through the whispermophone, and it says it sounds like he has smallish bees up his nose. That's what I thought of when I heard this guy talk.
Fuck the bees.
The bees.
just 53% of the vote for a sitting member of Congress. We should, of course, keep in mind Trump backed Arrington, but just again, 53%,
just
better than 25.
just 53.
It's not exactly awesome.
That margin for an incumbent is very interesting. All right, I want to go to Texas now because there was a primary race there.
He said
These guys are horrible.
He already just said, he said she had just 53% of the vote.
I
Just
know.
53. Well, guess what? She still won, bitch.
They're framing, it's a false framing. That's
Exactly.
like, incumbents
No way.
have close races from time to time, but any
Put 'em a tie.
incumbent Republican winning right now, as I'm just guessing she's a pro-Trump Republican
No,
retaining.
actually, Arrington was backed by Trump.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Arrington was.
I like Mason.
I don't know
She
much
did a
about
good job.
this. Okay.
Well, okay. You want to get shocked? Look at the numbers, the statistics of how often these people actually show up to freaking work. And you want to get disgusted? Go look that up. It'll make you sick. Because people don't even come. Most of these people don't even go to work. most
Oh,
the
of
time.
course. Yeah.
Quarter of a
There's an
time.
open
Go on.
special election seat there, which may mean something different.
Look, this is more about where we are in the
Oh,
nation.
here we go. That's my girl.
And this is a district that Joe Biden won by 4 points, but
Why is he writing it down? Like, don't do that.
Because he's condescending
oh
to
my
us.
God, it's so cringe.
Hillary
Because they don't
Clinton
have anything else to talk about.
Yeah.
had won it by, I believe it was 21 points, or at least a little bit more than 20. And then look here, what happened last night? The Republican, 51% of the vote. Dan Sanchez, the Democrat, 43% of the vote.
Any kind of
You need to get
graphics
50
these guys do is like a distraction, from
Oh
the
my
actual
God, it's
statistics.
so
You mean like the death toll?
stupid.
Yeah,
Oh my
100%.
God, yes, exactly.
And I'm sorry, but if your name is D. Sanchez, most people are like, "Oh, Dirty Sanchez."
Come on, Howard.
That's exactly what he said that. That's what went right to the top of my mind because I live in filthy places and I think filthy things. Excuse me.
God.
So I wasn't the only one. Good.
percent of the vote plus one to avoid a runoff at this particular point. Although we don't have the check mark there, it looks like Flores is in fact going to get over that 50% mark. And this to me is an indication of how strong the national environment is for Republicans. It's very, very good. And more than that, we have seen in a lot of the polling some drag among Hispanics for
This is
Democrats.
CNN trying to motivate the left to get out and vote. They know the right's
They're
super
not going to.
motivated, and
The left's burnt out.
No.
They're burnt
are.
out and they're busy with pride.
the approval rating's so low for Biden. You can just tell. You can just tell amongst all voting classes, it's down.
They're too busy running around being assholes in the street. Like, they don't have time to vote.
Here's the thing: the left is out to vote. They're just voting for Republicans now. That's what's
Well, as the gas
Yeah.
prices go up, Biden's polling data goes down, right?
And that's-
In the
100%.
I said this before and I'll say it again. We've got to retire the word libtard, or when you refer to people as being liberals, the liberals. No, it's not the liberals now. We're not
No,
dealing. The
it's
liberals are all
not.
Republicans.
It's
We're dealing with the far left.
Yeah.
It's the
True.
left.
Indication this is a majority Hispanic district. The fact that a Republican did this well here points to the sign that Democrats have with Hispanics.
All right, I want to go back to Trump coattails here, particularly again as the January 6th committee is suggesting possible crimes committed by the former.
No,
Possible.
nothing is going
No,
to
they're not.
happen.
Oh
They're
my
not
God.
suggesting anything like that. It's not
They
gonna
love
happen.
this.
Well, that's what they said at first, but then the head of the committee came out and said, "Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing there."
Yep.
Let's get a committee together on what's going on with gas prices. Let's do
Yeah, how
that.
about that? Yeah, that would be way more useful.
president.
Or school
What you see
shootings,
about it-
like, take some money from Ukraine and
Yes.
harden some targets.
Not only
Oh,
should
no.
we take some of the money that we're sending to Ukraine, we should actively go to Ukraine and empty their treasury and ship it back here.
Yeah.
Well, now that you
taking
lost, we're taking it
I
back.
like this. I like this.
We're just we're taking this. This is ours now. And
You
we can,
lost, so we're taking our money back.
yeah, just take all their ships and everything. And
There's
just
no
auction
money
them
to
off
take.
to the highest bidder, and just
There's no money to take.
Okay,
It's all
well,
our debt we would take back from
Okay,
Ukraine.
well,
It'd
then-
be like our own.
No.
Yeah.
No, hold
okay.
on.
I said this before,
Howard,
and I'll say
well-
it again. It feels like a payoff. It feels
Okay.
like a payoff for something.
Okay, well then what we do is we put them all in handcuffs and we bring them over here and sell them each to the highest bidder as slaves.
Oh,
We just enslave the
like Libya.
Ukrainians. Yeah.
Reparations.
Yeah.
Hashtag reparations.
Well, I think that most people don't realize
Oh,
that,
shit.
the entire Ukrainian government, we have been paying their salary. That's part of what the money that we've been sending over
Oh,
there. Actually, very little of it has been going towards defense of Ukraine. Most of it has actually been going towards paying the government to keep operating. We're
Yep.
paying their salaries.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But doesn't that sound exactly like our government, like what we would do? Come on.
Yes. Yes.
Of course.
Shocker.
State race. Again, the
Come on.
person who will control elections there, the Republican who
Is the person? No, wait, can't say that. Never mind.
won the
What do you mean
primary.
control elections?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was going to say something.
Oh, these people
Yeah.
are maniacs.
Are we talking about 2016 or are we talking about 2020? Because either way,
Whoa.
Well, no,
Yeah.
no,
Pump your
2016
brakes.
Hold on, 2016 was clearly Russian collusion that they interfered with our election, but 2020
Yep.
2020 is when we realized our elections cannot be interfered with, even though in 2016 they obviously
What was it, the Sinclair
totally
meeting?
were.
what was the Sinclair media said? It's a danger to our democracy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
government's
someone
a danger to
who
our
was
democracy.
Yeah.
pushing to overturn election results in Nevada.
Yeah, Jim Marchant. And again, you keep saying it's not just about the check mark, it's about the margin. Easily
Whoa,
defeated in
Jesus, look
competition.
at that.
God
Look
damn.
at this. Look at this margin here. 38%, the nearest competitor just south of 20%, an 18-point margin. Marchant is on the fringe of the fringe of the fringe when it comes to the 2020 election. And he was
Oh my
easy.
God.
Fringe?
I'm glad
He
we have
doubled
a
them all up.
tireless math expert telling us what the number difference means. Like,
Well,
we're
hey,
too
Missy,
stupid
he's
to do
got a
math.
journalism degree.
Listen,
Okay.
and
Correct.
by definition,
That makes
he's
him
not
better than us.
fringe. By definition, by these numbers
Yeah,
prove that he's not
seriously.
fringe. What
Yeah.
do you mean fringe?
Howard,
No, this is the
you-
majority.
There's 4
Definitions
candidates
don't
and he
mean
got
anything.
almost 50%.
Definitions don't mean anything. They'll just change the definition.
Right.
That's what government does. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I know.
Easily able to defeat his nearest opponent here.
And then another Trump-supported candidate did win the Republican nomination for Senate, which matters for possible control of the overall Senate coming up.
Yeah, not
Oh,
particularly
no.
close either.
Oh.
Oh
Damn.
God.
Solt here, the former attorney general, winning by about 20 percentage points. And again, you point out this.
Dude, why? With the fucking green mark. Stop.
Because they think we're stupid.
Ugh.
Race, we
Maybe
said
he's
yes.
do
just
everything he-
stupid.
Yeah.
Maybe he
This
needs.
tells you
Maybe he needs these visual references for himself.
This is a perfect example to tell you everything you need to know about how they feel about us, the unwashed masses.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, yeah, and of course, think about the Twitter blue check marks, all the symbology behind that stupid check now, on all the social
Dude,
media apps.
I'm just,
I've gone from disliking these people to seriously pitying them because this is the world they live in. They really do live in this imaginary world full of imaginary concepts and ideas, and they're surrounded by their imaginary concept and idea friends.
Yeah.
They can't think for themselves, and it's pathetic and sad because they're shocked. They're flabbergasted. They can't explain it. They're trying to do math on the air because they can't understand, right?
Well, they're fudging the numbers all the time. They're trying to do literal fucking alchemy and magic and fudge bullshit and just shape the narrative to a way that's become more obvious than ever.
Well, they don't think that we're smart enough to understand the numbers.
Yeah.
It just tells you exactly how they feel about us.
Is not just important because of who wins the primary. This is a prime pickup opportunity for Republicans in the Senate. Cortez Masto, the Democratic incumbent. If Republicans are able to pick up this Senate seat, then they are probably going to win the United States Senate. So this is not the last time that we're going to be.
Whoa, that was loud, Missy.
Sorry.
Chill out, Missy. She just took a hit off her meth pipe.
Oh,
Yes.
shit.
Oh wow.
Visiting
Methy
at
Missy.
Maxwell in the state of Nevada.
Methy Missy. All right, let's. So before, I guess we can run to the.
Drives me insane. These people. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean they're clearly they're just shook. They're like, how is this? Like, how is
Because
this
they live in
something
an
that's
echo
happening?
chamber.
Yeah, they live in a world where everyone agrees with them, and they just can't understand why the masses are voting in these types of numbers.
The most dangerous thing in the world is surround yourself by people that agree with you.
Yeah, that exactly. All right,
Because you're never going to have truth. You're not going to experience anything real.